I'm Judea Murray, and here on A Positive Note, we highlight the most heartwarming stories from all around our tri-state that move and inspire us. Now, they say everything happens for a reason. Dr. Lisa Curcio is living proof of that. The Hudson Valley oncologist helps patients beat a type of cancer that hits close to home for her. Let's take a look.
A little more than 2 decades ago, Lisa Curcio was a new mom and surgeon. And then,
sometimes the calling isn't a tap on the shoulder, it's a slug in the head. And that's what I felt like I had with a breast cancer diagnosis.
That's when she went from being the provider to being the patient, quickly undergoing a mastectomy to remove and beat breast cancer.
I started reflecting on why breast cancer happened to me, and really I came to realize that it was really my calling to dedicate the rest of my career towards taking care of breast cancer patients.
That's what Dr. Curcio did, becoming a breast surgical oncologist in the early 2000s, helping thousands of lives ever since.
That to me is such a gift, to be able to walk someone through this journey a little less afraid and a little more empowered, and feeling like the people that are taking care of them are really their warriors in the battle that they have.
She is now treating patients in the New Vance Health System after moving to the Hudson Valley last fall from California, looking to empower each one beyond their diagnosis.
We can always look back and get a message from that journey and become stronger on the other side, and that's where I feel like we become thrivers. Not only survivors, but actually thrivers.
Our next story comes from an extra special group of those thrivers. This preschool class graduated, but that's not the only accomplishment being celebrated here. We're headed to Hicksville on Long Island, New York for this one.
It was a big day for the little ones who have already experienced so much for their ages. In a virtual ceremony, they graduated from the Morgan Center in Hicksville, which is a school for kids battling cancer.
There's a lot of things to do. It's fun.
6-year-old Johnny Willett of Islip is one of the proud graduates. When Johnny was diagnosed with leukemia 3 years ago, his parents enrolled him in the Morgan Center. It's a place for preschool-aged children to learn and socialize with other children who have cancer.
It was just beautiful, wonderful, so nice, clean environment, very safe for him to attend.
The Morgan Center allows siblings of students with cancer to attend as well. Johnny's sisters, Julie and Marley, went to school with him.
It just made us feel at ease that he could actually be safe in this environment and not get sick, and it was just a great experience for all of them.
Today's graduation marked the 18th moving up ceremony at the Morgan Center. Its founders say it's the most meaningful day of the school year.
It gives us chills to see how happy they are and to know that we brought these families together to experience this.
It's literally my favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
It's Christmas in June.
Rod and Nancy Zook founded the school in 2003 after their daughter Morgan was diagnosed with cancer. They did so after realizing that children with cancer had nowhere to go.
I hope that the Morgan Center makes them feel like they're not alone and gives them the hope to keep going.
Little Johnny has something extra special to celebrate at his graduation.
He just finished his treatment too, which is amazing. He's cancer-free now, which is great.
For all 31 members of the class of 2021, today was a day to celebrate life.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, throw!
Yeah.
Yay!
Now we're invited to another graduation with a twist. The 2021 class of these Monmouth County high schools just got their high school diplomas, but get this, each of them earned their associate's degrees first. While in high school, 91 students in 9 Monmouth County high schools were taking college-level courses through Brookdale Community College's early college program. It's a rare feat, but these guys just proved it's not impossible. You know what that sound means. It's time for a feel-good fact. If you live near the Jersey Shore, are interested in making $24 per hour this summer, and are at least 18 years old or older, this moneymaker's for you. Mayor Paul Knucher is looking for weekend trash collectors around Point Pleasant Beach. The gig pays about $200 a day. If you're interested, you can contact Borough Hall for more information. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your Feel Good Fact. While we're talking about keeping our environment in tip-top shape, there's a garden in Long Beach on Long Island doing just that. And we've got a sneak peek at how it all works.
In this seaside garden, hope grows.
The garden looks so good.
It's an ocean-friendly garden put together by Surfrider Foundation members here in Long Beach.
It's a win for the planet.
That's because this garden growing at the doorstep of the ocean shoreline is pesticide and fertilizer free. The group members took what was a dry dirt patch at the end of the road and made it into a demonstration garden, showing how growing fresh food can be done easily and environmentally.
So the marigolds are an insect repellent. We have a variety of peppers, eggplant, tomatoes, and cucumbers, and then we have various herbs.
Betsy McLeod calls the garden a dream come true and hopes it will inspire others to use ocean and earth-friendly techniques, which include planting native grasses to absorb nitrogen and composting.
It's a good way to make use of shopping bags. Totally.
As well as using worms to fertilize the soil.
They like greens. We have about 500 red wiggler worms that are keeping the soil healthy.
And check it out, nothing is wasted, including rainwater, which is collected in this barrel and it's used to water the garden. And once the garden grows, the community will reap the rewards. The harvest will be shared with the local soup kitchen. The group hopes it will plant a seed that will grow into a movement.
As a mother and an environmental activist, it's so important to me, and I'm so passionate about communicating the message that there's a better way to do things.
Fun fact about the Surfrider Foundation, they're involved in the big push to reduce the impact of plastic in the marine environment by working to ban straws and asking local restaurants to reduce their plastic use, like handing out paper bags for takeout instead. Now, I believe it was Queen Bee who said that girls run the world, right? Well, thanks to this free scholarship program in New York State, more and more young girls will be equipped with the tools to make sure that happens.
While I can't predict the future, I do know that the future is female.
If the future of business is female, then New York State wants to make sure all young girls are on a level playing field.
This is a leg up and a step forward.
The state joining forces with the nonprofit Girls with Impact to offer 15,000 full scholarships to girls of high needs for its online mini MBA STEM entrepreneurship program.
So this kind of program is probably a $2,000 program, right? So that's a huge savings to families. Other girls will get it at a very, very nominal cost if they are a girl of means.
11-year-old Ardsley Middle School student Alex Ciriello wants to create a support group for people like herself who are on the autism spectrum.
I want them to know that they're not alone. Other people have struggles too.
Yonkers resident Jayla Thomas went through the Girls with Impact online program when she was 14.
It left kind of like a lasting impact.
Now the Howard University sophomore is ready to launch a business using her Caribbean grandmother's pepper sauce recipe.
My family had the idea to kind of make it into an actual thing, you know, sell it and bring it outside the family. But my parents don't have that business foundation, so they don't know where to start. I do now.
All thanks to a program that gives young girls a head start into turning their passion into impact.
You gotta admit, their confidence is contagious. Now, man's best friend puts a smile on everyone's face. It's not a secret. A program in Smithtown, Long Island pairs the peaceful pets with healing veterans at this rehabilitation and nursing center.
Furry friends making a sunny day even brighter.
Very uplifting, and it's very touching.
Now that pandemic restrictions have lifted, Paws of War therapy dogs can once again visit nursing facilities, like here at the Smithtown Center for Rehabilitation and Nursing Care.
She's 4 years old. She loves people. This makes her day.
Paws of War rescues, trains, and places dogs and cats to serve and provide independence to veterans and first responders who suffer from the trauma of war. The organization also provides pet therapy services and helps soldiers relocate their rescued pets to America. Today is all about therapy for the residents here.
They're smiling, they're happy, the connection of petting the animal. It's just about having that connection. Physically, all the senses come alive, so it's really pretty amazing to see.
Brightens up your day.
Oh yes, that it does.
It's beautiful to give back to people who just need and deserve a smile. Everybody deserves a smile.
This is sweet little Boba, and he is so good at bringing smiles and sunshine to the veterans here.
Has really brought just such a joy to their day to be here, and we're looking forward to many more visits from them, and just to see and bring some happiness to the residents here.
I hear that Paws of War makes its rounds to several nursing homes and rehabilitation facilities each month. What a treat.